During Eldine Como's 2-year cancer battle, there's been many different obstacles for her and her family, including one she just had last week when a truck slammed into her home. But she says on a Thursday afternoon that all ended when she won her fight with cancer.
Last immunotherapy, and then that's the end of my cancer treatment.
Como was diagnosed with stage 2 lung cancer back in 2022. Since then, she's received over 5 surgeries and weekly chemotherapy treatments. Como says her family has been by her side every single step. In fact, when her hair started to fall, her family members shaved their heads in support.
I mean, they were constant. Granddaughters, grandchildren, they were all watching. And what they could do for me was fantastic to have such a close-knit family.
During her 2-year fight, Como has overcame many obstacles, including one that happened just last week. That's a friend of family that passed out at the wheel of a truck before it slammed into her home. After speaking with some neighbors, they say that this is something they've never seen before in their lives.
And my wife thought it was weird because the car was behind her on camera, and she was like, oh, are they following me or something? And then they drove by, and we start talking again. And not even 20 or so seconds later, you start hearing all the shots go off.
Just before 9 p.m. Monday night, police responded to the 100 block of Evelyn Drive, where 2 teens were hit by bullets after a shootout between the two. As you can see here, one teen walks up to the car and makes some type of exchange that appears to be a drug deal. And just seconds later, bullets fly. 2 of the teens were struck and are critically wounded.
Due to a disagreement in the 100 block of Evelyn, they were indeed shooting at each other at this point in time. So investigation's ongoing, and we're expecting arrest at a later date once both the victims are able to be released and booked into a facility.
Both Casey and Everett witnessed the shooting just after Casey had arrived home. Everett says he was outside waiting on his wife to get home from work, and within seconds after her arrival, both Everett and Casey saw the 2 teens shooting at each other.
Altercation happens verbally and then gunshot. I mean, I'm just standing. My husband's sitting in this chair and I'm just standing watching. It sounded like pop rocks, y'all. But then suddenly I was like seeing the gun firing, and all you can do in that moment is like, okay, we have to protect ourselves. Especially being the only ones that even saw anything. It scared me, like what's gonna happen after.
The gun shop owner tells me he'll have to pay thousands of dollars in damages stemmed from the 2 teens breaking into his business. He also says if it had not been for the cameras that's set up here, he says the teens would have gotten away scotch-free.
Well, they got cameras everywhere. Huh? They got cameras.
This surveillance video obtained by News 15 shows the moments before the teens broke inside of the gun store just before 5 Thursday morning. The teens forced their way into Cajun Outdoor Firearms after smashing the front door's glass. After getting into the store, video shows next the teens breaking the glass on a display case before getting away with more than 20 handguns. Police say the teens were able to get in and out in just over a minute.
I don't really know what the word is, to be honest. Gut-wrenching, I guess. I mean, to know that you work hard for something, you try to build the business, and then somebody decides that they just want to come steal it from you.
Just hours later, detectives arresting both teens and finding all but 3 of the 23 weapons stolen.